Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Nefertiti Gold. I'm an electronic R&B artist, and we're doing a piano update today. Now, it's been a while, that I know. And listen, as an adult student, life is literally always lifing. I won't lie. Practice has kind of been on the back burner these last couple of months, not gonna hold you. And it's mainly because I've been performing a little bit more as of lately. So usually when I'm preparing for a live performance, practicing kind of takes a bit of a back burner. Now, this series is sponsored by DistroKid, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on. What am I updating you guys on today? I have been looking at some of the sheet music that I was working on from the last time. And since I haven't really been practicing because I swapped out practicing for rehearsing, some of it is a little bit lost to me right now. Not gonna lie. And I'm also learning to just accept that being an adult student sometimes means that you're just gonna go through phases in which your learning is just gonna do a little bit of a roller coaster. I will say that part of me felt like maybe waiting another week or two, before posting this video to like practice a little more, to like give the illusion that everything is perfect. But like, that's not my life right now. Life isn't perfect. It's not perfect for me. It's not perfect for you. And I know it's very easy for, content creators to kind of edit videos to make it seem as such. And quite frankly, I'm not really in the mood for that. So I'm going to keep it buck. I'm going to keep it honest, and I'm going to keep it transparent. I've just, I haven't been sitting at the piano as often, but I've decided to kind of refocus again back on piano because I want to make music again. I want to release music. So I finished my last performance about like a week or two ago. I haven't posted the performance video as of yet, as of right now, as I'm talking, but I'm sure that the video will be ready within the next week or two. So that'll be going up on all of my socials and my YouTube channel as well. And since I'm not going to be worrying about live shows anytime soon, I can kind of get back in the habit of refocusing on what I've been working on. And I will say, even though I haven't been practicing piano, I do believe that some of the practicing, or a lot of the practicing that I did previously, assisted me with my live performances. Now, if you're not familiar, I do a lot of live looping in my performances. I do a little bit of keys, a little bit of drums, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I will say the discipline of practice translated over to the discipline of rehearsal. So even though we haven't practiced, it hasn't been all in vain. Now, what I last remember is working on Sonatina, Opus 36, number 1 by Clementi. Now, the first movement I will say is the one that I have memorized the most that needs some polishing. The second and third movement, that's where it gets a little sticky. What I really want to do is kind of play it through, no cutting, no editing, just kind of like stumbling through it, even though I really don't want to. I really want to edit that out, but I'm going to be a good girl and not edit that out and be transparent. And honestly, I feel like this is something that any of us would do when we step away from something and we're coming back to it. We want to see, where are we at? What do we remember and what do we need to work on again? And you have to remember, you can't be too hard on yourself, especially as an adult student, an adult learner. We just have way more responsibilities at certain stages of life, and things are going to happen, but you have to give yourself grace. So with that said, I'm going to go through all 3 movements. I'm going to play it through. I want to see how much I remember, what areas do I need to work on. Now, before we get to that, I would like to thank today's sponsor, DistroKid. DistroKid is one of the world's leading distributors, distributing 1/3 of the world's music to all of streaming platforms. When it comes to releasing music as an independent artist, DistroKid is going to be your go-to. There are free tools that you can use to promote your music before and after release, such as promo cards and hyperfollow. Promo cards are vertical assets that you can use to post on social media about your single, and hyperfollow serves as a pre-save link, and then after your song is released, it will automatically convert to have all the links necessary so that your listeners can pick whatever streaming platforms they'd like to listen to your music. So essentially, wherever you use the hyperfollow link, you won't have to update it afterwards. Now, these tools are free to use if you're a DistroKid member, and if you are not, use my link in the description below and get 7% off your first year. All right, let's get into it. All right, so here is the first movement, no editing. that was shaky. That was shaky. That was better than what I thought it would be. I feel like I know the piece. I just feel like I kind of hesitated in certain places where I'm trying to make sure that I remember what the next note was, but I feel like it's mostly there. And that's kind of what my prediction was. I'm gonna go extra slow on this one. I'm kind of nervous for the second movement because, I don't know, I'm nervous. F. This is not sounding great. Ooh, I'm kind of forgetting where I'm at right now. It sounds pretty, but that's not the note. Where am I? Dun, dun. First of all, I lost my place. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Oh gosh. There we go. Is that the right note? Yes. And then come down to G, 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 G. It's getting rocky here, guys. Jeez, do I not want to cut this out? No, A. No. This is tough. Oh my gosh. Let me see. It is... Okay. And then... That's correct. It was supposed to be... That was rough. Let's just move on because that just needs all types of work. Okay, so we're gonna go slow again. I'm always losing my place. Mm. Oh, I missed my cue. Wait, that's not how the second time it goes. No. It goes. Yeah. Hold on. That's not the right note. But we'll rock with it. Oh Lord. If you guys stuck through all the way to the end of that, thank you. Thank you so much. This is not easy. It's not easy. I don't think it's that bad. To me, in my mind, I feel like, oh my God, I'm just making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. And I kind of am. But again, we haven't practiced in a bit. So that's why we're back at it again. I really just kind of decided that at this point in my life, I'm just going to be a lifelong student. This makes me happy. It brings me joy. It forces me to use both sides of my brain, right? It kind of keeps me fresh, keeps me young, keeps me open-minded. Of course, there is a bit of stress and pressure that comes from it, right? Learning something new, doing something new. But this isn't one of those things where it's negative stress. It's the good kind of stress. It's the stress that you get when you are expanding outside of your comfort zone. And that's essentially what I'm doing here. So that's really it for today's update. We're back in the season of practicing piano again. We're focused. I'm going to work on these 3 movements. I do know that the holiday season is coming up, so I will be mentioning what holiday piece I'm going to be working on for this year. We'll see what comes up. We'll see what my piano teacher recommends, and I'll let you guys in on that. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.